Well, it's that time of year again where we all spend money that we haven't got on a car that we probably own. But Poor Boys RC has now announced 2025 Speed Run Challenge rules and regulations as before. I can't wait for this one because it's the platform which is probably one of the most cheapest, I suppose, way to go about a speedrun challenge. So, first off, I think to thank Phil for his hard work, organisation, and ramping up the speedrun challenge worldwide. It's surprising how many people get involved. I did last year's speedrun challenge, but I only managed to get the car out once. As it happens, I'd already hopped up my hopper to make it as fast as I can. Although I've been out once with it, it's ironic that the chassis that we can use is the hopper, grasshopper or hornet. So I haven't got a hornet, hence why I've gone for the grasshopper. So we'll have a look at the car as it is. There are videos on my channel for the grasshopper build. In fact, I've got two grasshopper builds. One of them won't be eligible for this competition. I will also put a link in the description below of Phil's channel. We all know Poor Boys RC, and we should all support and embrace this competition. You know, how many YouTubers get that involved with other YouTubers? I think it's fantastic. There are so many, and he's quite a large. Well, he says he's a small channel. In my eyes, it's quite a large channel. I know there's bigger channels out there, but they tend to, diss the smaller channels, as in they don't interact. I wouldn't say diss. They don't interact nowhere near as much as what Phil does. There are a few other channels out there who interact with the smaller channels, and I think it's a bit subjective where what is a small channel, but I personally can't thank Phil enough for the effort that he puts in to these speedrun challenges and the exposure on the smaller channels. I think it's fantastic. So hence why I'm going to do it this year. I think what we will also do, as I said, let's get down to the shed. I'll show you my current hopper. So this is the hopper that I've got. From the outset it looks fairly standard, but there are some things which I've done, which I'm going to take the shell off and show you now. I suppose one of the disadvantages of owning a hopper is it's sort of screwed down, isn't it? So it's easy taking the shell off. So let's just do that now. I can't remember what size these are actually. I think it's them or not. Definitely not that size. It's got to be this 2.5, isn't it? Right, just bear with me while I take this off. Different size. No, it's not. So it's a bit dusty from last time I used it. But it is standard, apart from it's got a brushless motor in it already, uprated ESC, Riesel servo, a rear anti-roll bar, and what we might be needing is like what they call the wheelie bar. I might have to get a
wheel for that, but this is what it's currently like. It is pretty much as you'd expect. Standard, you know, springy front hopper. I would say cheapness, but it is what it is. The back, as you can see there, it's got the wheelie bar on it, and then if I turn it round, I've got like a anti-roll bar fitted here, aftermarket. And in this one also, I don't know if you can see it, you can't really see it from here, but you can just see, where's my, there, I'm going there, that bit there, hand out the way, adjustable motor mount, allows me to put bigger pinions on. I think it's a 17 tooth pinion is what the standard pinion is that comes with the kit. I'm going to try and put a larger pinion on. I don't know quite how large, but whatever it can take. But you know what grasshoppers are like. They've been around for years and years and years. They're not exactly, they do exactly what they should do. Bounce and hop. It's got a fairly free running diff. Standard tyres on at the moment. But I have got some parts that I've bought for this. Now this was purchased and built like over a year ago, before this event had even been announced. And I'll be honest, I'm going to show you another grasshopper that I've got that's not eligible. So this is the aluminium version. There's nothing standard on this at all. I'd use this if I was allowed, but apparently you've got to use the original chassis. But there's nothing on here. Just trying to think. Yeah, there's nothing on here as part of the original hopper. So this was all completely done with aluminium hop-ups. So yeah, this one has never been run either. But it's got the same, I think it's got the same electrics in it. Yes, it has. So this one's got, well, the motor, which I'll show you. It's a 5,400 kV easy run. So that one's got it as well, but you can see there, hopefully somewhere there, if I can sort of zoom in or out, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. So this end motor, it's not an engine, it's a motor, is the same as what I'm running in here. Hobby wing, easy run, or easy run hobby wing, 3,652 and a 5,400 kV. So it should work. So I have got some parts that I've ordered, which they're not here yet, but I'll go through them, the bits that I've bought, and be completely transparent, no secrets. There's a couple of bits and pieces off eBay which will probably be here mid-June with a bit of luck. These videos are going out real time, so they're kind of current. But let me just go through what I've bought.
Righty ho. So let me just go through some bits with you. Once they're here, I'll show you. I'm not going to put like edits up now. This intro, I don't want to be too long. So first and foremost, we've got some different wheels and tyres, more speed run type of wheels and tyres, which I will show you when they arrive. I'm hoping to do away with the bearinged wheeled fronts and put a 12mm hex adapter on to allow me to run different wheels and tyres. We'll see if that works. I'm not sure if this bit will fit, but it's a steering servo saver assembly with rods. I'm hoping they're going to be a little bit more substantial to what I've got. We'll see if they fit. Aluminum side bumpers, an aluminum front bumper, some different shocks for the front, nevertheless, at the moment, and like lunchbox front stubs, slightly longer to allow you to run slightly wider front track, more stability. And I bought some, taking the weight or putting the weight on. I'm going to take some of the weight off by adding some titanium screws for strength in certain places. I've also got a couple of things from eBay. I've got a stiffener for the shock tower at the back. And I think I might need some more of them, what are they called? Shock mount cups. They go on the front wishbones for the shock absorbers. And I think I'm going to need another couple of them to mount the shocks on the front at the top. I don't know. Yeah, so although I've got the car, that little lot was including, well, all of it was £130, about $165. Apparently, not apparently, hopefully, that is all I will need. Unless I damage anything, then, you know, I'll have to buy another grasshopper or spares, which I'm not, you know, I'm not going to say I won't do. I'm bound to need something. I think this will need a wheelie bar of sorts to keep it down. They do wheelie bars for the lunchbox. I'm pretty sure we can shoehorn one of those on to fit, to stop it from flipping up. We'll see. We'll probably try it without first, and we'll see how it goes. But at the time of recording, we haven't got all those bits yet. As you've seen, the grasshopper is in its current state. It could actually take another motor. As far as battery, I haven't actually got a battery that fits properly. That's my next task. And we'll be going for the brushless class. So that's the class I'm hoping to stay in. And, you know, by the time July gets here, we'll have this car complete and ready to do a couple of runs. But that's it for now. That's the end of my introduction for my 2025 Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge. Throughout June, you'll probably get a few videos here and there of what the work I'm doing to the car. And then in July, at some point, we'll get the first official speed run. I don't know. If I can get anywhere near 50 miles an hour in a hopper on my life, it's not designed to go that fast, is it? So it's going to take a lot of work to keep this thing on the ground. So if you like what you see or you like what you hear, then please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified of when the next series of Grasshopper speedrun videos are released. But in the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.